Are you ready, kids? Because I, the Adventure Chew, am ready for some more SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. In this episode, we will hit rock bottom. No, I'm serious.
Welcome to the dark depths of Rock Bottom, home of strange creatures and souvenir t-shirts.
Oh, SpongeBob, I'm actually glad you're here. Believe it or not.
I'm glad I'm here too, Mrs. Puff.
The robots have stolen priceless artwork from the museum. If you can return it all to me, I'll reward you with a golden spatula.
Why do you want all that artwork?
Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to handle the answer to.
Consider the artwork saved, Mrs. Puff.
Okay. I don't know why Mrs. Puff actually wants all that artwork. Wait. Is she wanting to gather all that artwork and get it back to the museum? Oh! This is a sleepy time bot. SpongeBob must sneak carefully when near him, or he'll wake. To sneak, move the left analog stick gently, or press and hold the L2 button. Let's see what this sign says. Oh. Okay.
Time for a little sleepy
In
sneak.
this case, literally. Alright. Let's take care of this little jellyfish. And hop up here. And get some more shiny objects.
Love opening presents.
And our first piece of artwork is right here.
Number 1 in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt, 3 years running.
There's a Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt? These platforms will collapse unless SpongeBob sneaks across them very carefully. Keep that in mind. Although... Oh. Yep. You see how these little platforms rumble? If I was just running, they would have fallen. It makes sense that platforms like this would be in a place like rock bottom. I mean, we're literally hitting rock bottom. So seriously, that's literally the name of the place we are. We saw it on the sign back there in Bikini Bottom. Wait, Bubble Buddy! Hey!
I gotta say, Bubble Buddy, for a bubble, you really get around.
SpongeBob, the robots are plundering Rock Bottom's museum, but they've broken the roadway leading up there. You'll have to be clever and find another route to get in.
What if I lick all these stamps and mail myself?
Could work, but perhaps being sneaky would be faster.
Where did SpongeBob even get all those stamps?
Mama!
Was he just making a joke, or was he being serious? And like, how does the post office system work in Rock Bottom?
Just my size!
I can see how it works in Bikini Bottom. It's basically just our postal service, except underwater. Also, back there, you can see a little sock over there. But it's gonna take a while for us to be able to make it, so hold off on that for a while. Yes, and all these mysterious creatures that are in Rock Bottom all come from the titular episode, Rock Bottom, where SpongeBob and Patrick get lost while on a road trip to, I believe, Glove World, if I'm not mistaken. And the bus ends up getting them lost, resulting in them being, well, here. One of my most favorite parts of that episode is the is how the bus seems to have it out for SpongeBob. Whenever he tries to get candy from a local vending machine, a bus lulls him into a false sense of security and just goes off without him every time he tries. Nice. Also, these rock bottom creatures seem to speak with a spinning lisp. And they seem more than willing to help SpongeBob get out of rock bottom. And if you couldn't already tell, rock bottom is a play on the term hitting rock bottom. I just love the wordplay in this series. And as you just saw, you can try to hit the Sleepy Time bots with a bowling bomb and it just won't do anything. Also, yeah.
Feel like a new
Wow, that actually worked. I was not expecting that. As you can tell, Sleepy Time bots take 2 hits to kill, but with just one knock into a bottomless pit, it's gone, baby! Alright, let's see what that button did. I know it rose up a platform somewhere. I just need to figure out where. And yes, those Texas symbols that you can swing on, that means that yes, Sandy is in fact playable in this stage. Even though, as far as I know, she's never ever showed up in rock bottom at any point. Not even in the original series. Not even in modern SpongeBob. Though, I haven't watched modern SpongeBob, so correct me if I'm wrong on that one. And here, we have a little timed event.
I'm rollerific.
Where if we don't make it across in time, the platforms will lower. Luckily, I was pretty quick. And we were able to make it across. Now we have some wall jumping mechanisms made of hairbrushes. No, I don't get it either. But now that cannon's destroyed, we'll be able to take care of everything else unimpeded and unopposed. So should we need to backtrack,
Shrines.
it'll be a lot easier. See? Sandy. Right there. In rock bottom. For some reason.
Slaps for messing with Texas. Flying squirrel coming through.
Nothing like a little roping to get the heart pumping. I gotcha! A little bouncing. And a nice big jump will get us another painting. Also, Sandy has a voice line she was supposed to say when finding a MacGuffin like this. Simply saying, "There's another one!" Anyway, bounce on this springboard. Swing across. And... uh-oh.
Someone better make good use of all these.
Let me try something here. How about this? Oh wow, that actually worked! Who would have thought? Okay, you're gonna pay for that!
Okay, that's better.
And now, we have one of Patrick's socks.
Do I really have to carry Patrick's socks?
And if we go back here... Remember that little sock we found back here? Let's grab it.
Well, I suppose it'll make Patrick happy. Not as good as Texas barbecue sauce.
Oh. This wasn't really the intended way to get that specific sock. But, let's be honest here. It was just much easier. Oh wow, I could have just done it like this. Who would have thought? Now then, let's quickly switch back to SpongeBob and grab our next golden spatula. And now, into the museum we go.
Barnacle Boy, are you on patrol down here?
No, this is my second job. I work security. Now listen, if you want to reach the golden spatula, you need to shut off the museum's security system.
Do you have to iron those pants or are they wrinkle-free? Unlike you.
Pay attention, kid. This is serious stuff. Now, if we don't get this robot thing resolved, Shady Shoals will shut down and I'll have to move back in with my son and his wife and his 4 screaming kids. Now, you see that vent on the other side of the museum?
Yes, sir.
That's where you exit the museum. Good luck, kid.
I won't let you down, Barnacle Boy.
Wife and son and 4 screaming kids? That is just not a pleasant thought at all. I probably wouldn't even be able to handle 1 kid around the house, let alone 4. But anyway, as you can see, this museum is insanely tight on security. We have these drones that shoot out electricity. Lasers on the floor that'll zap you right into submission. And as you can see, I got caught in the middle of all of that. There was just no hope for me for getting out. I think that's the first time that ever happened to me. And let me tell you, it was not pleasant. What you have to do is wait for these electricity to turn off. Unlike me. Dang. I'm just getting beat up. It's so weird. I was so good at this when I was younger.
Is the most satisfying. Push, push,
I guess this is what I get for being so out of practice. This requires very good timing. If you time it just right, you'll actually be able to make it.
fresh like.
There we go. And notice some of these paintings actually reference different things throughout the SpongeBob series. And with how long SpongeBob has been going up until this moment this game was made... Whoa! As I was saying, with how long it's been since this remake was made, Nickelodeon and Purple Lamp even had an opportunity to cram even more references in here. Most of which I sadly won't get. But there's quite a bit of official artwork around here. Like that one, depicting SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs, Sandy, Patrick, Gary, Squidward, and Plankton in what I assume is Jellyfish Fields. Now then, once we've gotten all that taken care of,
Boy, Patrick Patrick will be glad to have this back.
we can start actually walking along the floors of the museum.
You've just met the Sponginator.
But there are 2 sleepy time bots here. You gotta be careful. And remember, we can't bowling. You can't use the
Nothing like
bowling
smell
ball
of bubbles in the
to
morning. Smells
attack.
like victory. Time for a little sleepy sneak.
Unless we're really close to the bot. Best we can do? Spin right into the bot. Also, these seems to be the sleepy time bots seem to be the only bots in the entire game that actually give you the purple shiny objects. These objects are worth the most. They're like rupees. Different colors give different quantities.
It shines.
Alright. Let's blow this up. Now we have plenty of room for the button. That is a weird painting showing Patrick screaming. And there's also Patrick feeding a dolphin a Krabby Patty. Let's hope the dolphins can actually stomach that. And some generic painting of fish that I wouldn't attribute to anything. Let's quickly push these 2 buttons to disable the lasers here. And go AWOL on these robots.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
There we go. All taken care of. Now, let's see. Aha! There's a golden spatula over there. Let's grab it. Okay, so... we'll next want to go this way. And quickly grab this! See how quickly those things give weight? Oh wow, this museum even shows off the character models in the game. Mermaid Man, Barnacle Boy, Bubble Buddy, and some generic fish. That is neat. Come to think of it, I think most of these paintings are original to... Okay, there's a naked SpongeBob, I'm just going to ignore that one. But yeah, I think most of these are original to Battle for Bikini Bottom. Specifically the remake. Because the paintings are actually different between the original and the remake. We know what that reference is. And we have Squidward doing a similar thing to what we saw Patrick doing in another painting. I didn't want to risk it with the Thunder Tiki, so I kind of retreated. Dang, Squidward must have one big ego. But I'm at least glad to know that some of his paintings actually made it in a museum. He's kind of been wanting that for quite some time. Wow. That was just brilliant. Please tell me this box works. Okay, yes it does. But, hey, it did the job for me well enough. Now we have to find a way to deal with that monsoon. Hope we don't get struck by its lightning. Because one strike and we get knocked right off. Luckily I was able to make it through without a scratch. I'm just lucky, I guess. That was cool. Michael Bay! I can't believe the museum got permission to use all these paintings. Hey, there's Bold and Brash over there! Clearly, these creatures, denizens of Rock Bottom, have better taste in art than most residents of Bikini Bottom. made it. And that's another painting.
Too pretty. Can't take it.
Alright. We got some swinging hooks now. These will be useful for grabbing those two socks. Alright.
Ooh. Do I really have to carry Patrick's socks?
Well, at least she'll carry it and not us.
Well, I suppose it'll make Patrick happy.
Alright. Next episode, we'll leave the museum and enter the Trench of Advanced Darkness. You ready to enter the Trench of Advanced Darkness? I don't know if I am. But if you are, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload. Link in the description is my Twitter where I tweet out updates and dank memes. See you guys next time, and remember, get good or get out. Oh hey, Sandy's Patrick and Gary. That must feel very surreal for Sandy to see.